I have been diagnosed with HARM OCD, generalized anxiety disorder, antisocial personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and depersonalization derealization from PTSD. There was about 5 years that I didn't know any of this, and that's where the majority of this story takes place. I've been reluctant to share it for a long time, but I think I'm ready now. The PTSD has been around for as long as I can remember, but the majority of my problems began after being released from a mental institution when I was 16 years old. Backtracking a year, I was 15 years old and took a bunch of Xanax, mixed it with alcohol, climbed to the top of a football stadium, and thought very seriously about jumping off. My home life was abusive and highly neglectful. I didn't ever think I would live to be 18, but at that time I didn't even want to. It's all a bit complicated to articulate exactly what happened in my brain while I was in those mental institutions. I'm still working on that part. What I can say is that my depression started to turn into an almost emotionless hatred very quickly, and it was in there that I was diagnosed with ASPD. I knew around my 16th birthday that I was going to kill someone one day. I was just full of rage with a full year of isolation after knowing nothing but pain, and coincidentally, all of these mental illnesses began to unravel just in time to offer me a path to salvation. I didn't understand that these thoughts weren't mine, and that absolutely was not who I was, so I accepted them as my own. When I was released, I was placed on probation for 1 year and went back to live in my mother's house. One of the first things I told her was if she ever yelled at me or touched me again, I would kill her. I think she knew I was serious, because neither of those things happened again. I remember deeply fantasizing about murdering my mother many nights, but I never did, because I knew that would be the end. I would be caught. My brain found its solution for that by fabricating a greater purpose. I spent almost all of my free time developing a plan for how I would get away with murder, not just once, but indefinitely.